Is it back? Okay, I don't know what happened. Ah. Okay, we're back. Are we back? Are we back? Alright, let me see if that's back up here. I don't know what that's about. It dropped me. I just want to get through the stream, please, so I can see things. I don't know why it dropped me. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it dropped me, man. There we go. Alright. Okay. Yeah. I wanted to continue until midnight, so I have like 1 more hour, so I didn't want to just disconnect randomly. That was just that was weird. That was wild. I don't know what this is about. Okay, so Mariah or Karen? These are our choices. Let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna go... I feel like I should go with Mariah. I think Mariah... See, I feel like if I go with Karen, I think Karen would be like an obvious choice to go with, because first of all, we started with her, and we got like the first heart with her, so we could just continue down that. But I feel like I should go with Mariah, and my reason being that this is a twisted game, that Karen, with her brandishing of knives, is being overly obvious, and that Mariah, with her surprised intrigue in the sauce, whatever sauce I made, I feel like if she flips into being like cannibalistic, she's gonna go hard. They also talked about feeding Anatoly to Mariah, which is curious. Hey Meep, Mariah as well. Okay, let's go with Mariah, guys. Let's go with Mariah. This is gonna be our canon choice. I do want to. I'll go back later and click on Karen and see what that does. But this is gonna be our canon choice. Mariah is paging through some of the books on the shelf. You walk over to her. There are some great books here. Which one is your favorite? Romantic, crafting, or scary? I think crafting. Crafting would be the most intriguing for me. Oh, me too! Metallurgy is so interesting. She does metallurgy? Do you make, like, knives and swords and axes and things that we can kill people with? Why am I thinking like this? Next. I'm curious about what alloy composition our cauldron is. I haven't seen one like that before. Interesting. Anyway, great choice. You think Mariah will remember that? Okay. Your relationship is stronger. Didn't know you were so smart. Let's talk again, okay? You start to blush a little. You hear a cheer from the other room. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting. Gregor and Anatoly are back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Ooh, I sense a little romance. Alright, hang on a second. So let's go ahead and save that. This is the canon one that we chose. Let's go and load this one. And let's see what Karen does. Crafting, yeah. Hey, this paper nailed to the wall looks pretty ancient. It does. I didn't even notice the paper. What were the old days like? What were the old days like? Extremely brutal. She probably likes brutal. Not as bad as times like these? No. I'm really not sure what you mean. What were the old days like? This looks pretty ancient. I'm curious what this does. Because this is an arcade. Never mind. You must enjoy these antiques, huh? You bore Karen with some brief yet dull descriptions of items lying around there. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, whatever. Let's do Karen. She probably wants brutal. This paper down to the wall looks pretty ancient. What are those days like? Probably brutal. Oh, really? You'll have to share the details with me, okay? Karen will not be able to stomach your stories. My stories. So the old days like my old days? The old days in my life? Is that what you're talking about? But you still agree you'll tell her the details later. Karen will not be able to stomach your stories. We'll definitely remember that. Interesting. So Karen's probably not as gung-ho brutal as she plays herself off to be. The same way like Anatoly isn't as smart as he plays himself off to be. And Mariah is a lot smarter than she has come off at all. The only reason why I know she's smart is because I read those descriptions. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay. And it did say we'll definitely remember that. That's different than, I guess maybe it's the second heart or something like that. You hear shouts. Wait, what? Shouts? Shouts from the other room. You hear a shout from the other room? I thought the last time there was cheers. So I hear cheers from the other room when I was with her. Interesting. I don't know why that's different. But okay. We're gonna load this one. Gregory and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregory is blushing slightly. Oh wait, we did say we would save from the... Hang on, let's do that. Let's go back to... Hold up. Sure, yeah, whatever. There's a reason why I'm doing this. You'll understand in just a minute. Extremely brutal. We'll definitely remember that. And we got the heart. Okay, let me do this. And save it over here where we saved that other one. Because it's not canon, but there's something that we earned there. And I'm curious if that carries over into the other files just because we earned it. So it's just kind of a test I'm doing to see how the game works. Alright, Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Greg is brushing. This is the Mariah one. This is our canon one. Hey, can you cook something while we're out? I nod. Thank you. Alright, everyone. We have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. The heck is that? What's that noise? It sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Huh. Radio? What's going on with the radio? You didn't even notice it. Ugh, the sound. Ugh, get it out of my ears. Nobody leaves already. Looks newer than anything else. Stop! It seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. I got a strange radio. Yay! Before you're cooking dinner, what should you check? Oh, let's save this. Alright. So this is our canon one. I'm just gonna save it here. Alright, let's go back. Inspect the kitchen, check the bedroom, look at the bathroom, go to the basement. I'm curious if the basement is open now, since I heard that the others were in the basement. So I want to check the basement real quick, and if it doesn't work out, we'll do something else. Your imagination runs wild, staring at the basement door. You try opening and closing the deadbolt, just in case. You mill around until the others are gone. Okay, nothing. I didn't do nothing. Alright, let's go back. Load. Okay, so, canonically. I have seen the movie, no, I have not. Abominable Friend. I'll have to check that out. Thank you. I like looking up new movies. Okay, so, canonically, should I do the kitchen, the bedroom, or the bathroom? I'm leaning kind of with the kitchen, because we got the recipe from the Chompettes before, and what I'm thinking is we should go ahead and stick with that path, since there seems to be a million paths we can do. So I'm thinking stick with the Chompettes path, where we just go and visit them every time, as the canon way we were doing this, and get all of the recipes. I'm still gonna click on the other ones, because I definitely want to see what we have in the bedroom, and looking at the bathroom. But I'm just leaning toward doing the, like, I guess the kitchen route. I don't know what these routes are. I don't know really how it ends, so I've got no clue. But I'm thinking canonically do the kitchen. The reason why we might canonically do something else, though, there was so much in the bathroom. So the last time when we went to the bathroom, there was like so much going on in there, and I'm thinking if we get all of everything that was going on in there, that might unlock something. The bedroom, there wasn't really much to do there, but there was like a floorboard that was open. I don't know if it changes or if it's just gonna give me the exact same thing that it was yesterday. I don't know. Kitchen. Okay. Alright, let's go with the kitchen for now. I think that's gonna be our canon one. We'll check the other ones. Alright. You have nothing better to do, so you decide to talk to the Chompettes. Hello! Good to see you again. Thought you abandoned us. Potato doesn't say squat. Raspberry. Why are you trying to fool them? Who? Me? Me trying to fool, or you guys? Go ahead and make those meals you enjoy so much. Raspberry. No thanks. That vegetable stew? Gross. Yeah, I know, I cooked you in it. You already stunk up the cabin last night. Spare us a repeat. We stunk up the cabin? I put you in it. Onion! It almost smelled as bad as you, Stinky. Almost. What is their dynamic? Aren't you going to give them the recipe, Onion? I guess. Hey, ever noticed those 4 humans don't give you any recipes? Yes. Those monsters. That's why you should spend more time with us. Right? Of course. I have the perfect recipe for you today. It will make the kitchen smell nice afterward, and it will impress dinner guests. You received borscht. I have not made any of these recipes. Don't burn down the cabin making it, okay? See, burning down the cabin. Okay, so they talked about that. As much firewood as possible, like more firewood than you could ever burn. Burn down the cabin. Something's going on with fire. You know. Don't be a stranger. Chompettes! Mosey out! You shut the drawer and wait for the others to return. Okay, so this is our canon one. It's gonna save that there. Let's go load this. Yes. Let's check out the bedroom. See if I can look into the floorboard. Poor Anatoly. Karen's snoring is so loud that she even wakes you up sometimes. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up, though? Why isn't this disturbing? It's not disturbing yet. I'm hoping it is. They said it. Instead, it gets disturbing in a hurry. It's interesting so far. Probably not. You wait for the others to return. Okay, that's it. I don't get squat with that. Okay, cool. I'm glad we didn't choose that as our canon thing. Yes. Let's check the bathroom. You remember an old tale about a child who said a killer's name 3 times in the mirror. Okay. But you can't remember how it ended. You're too frightened to even try it. I have a fear of mirrors. You leave the bathroom a little more scared than when you entered. A killer in the mirror. So I killed somebody and I'm dealing with it. This is like my weird mind. I'm like I seem psychotic. So I gather that I'm a killer. Most likely a cannibal, honestly, with the way this is, because it's cooking companion. But I gather that I'm a killer. Looking in the mirror, I see that killer. I have a problem with it. Like, must be some part of me that is trying to hide it. Like, the Chompets are talking about how, why don't you make those recipes that you like so much? And these humans aren't giving you recipes, and stuff like that. So there's obviously, I'm battling something. But I'm also having these moments where I'm just like, where I'm looking at somebody saying, oh, they can't handle this yet, but maybe later. Or like they're not ready or something like that. So there's a part of me that's still looking at them as objects that could be brutal to. I don't know, butcher, something like that. I don't know. This is interesting. I definitely feel like I'm crazy though, because I'm sitting there talking to cabbages, but I don't know. This is interesting. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. Okay, so Mariah's back early. Oh, hi, Mariah. Hey, the others are looking for food outside. Anatoly found some berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. And please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if there's a big storm and we get stuck in here. Okay, so I don't know why we're all here. I feel like this is some psychotic episode, but maybe what had happened in my past was there was a storm and me and a group of people got stuck and we ended up, it was like kill or be killed, and I had to kill somebody and found out that they tasted good and it weirded me out and it gave me this weird psychosis episode where I now imagine eating people and making recipes out of them, but I also imagine trying to not do that. I don't know. That's I think the best I can come up with. Okay, let's keep going. Till asked if there's a storm and we get stuck here. Mariah seemed disappointed in your inventory management. Okay, look, it's not my fault. I didn't get a choice in what I was making, okay? I just went off and made it. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. If you guys have any theories, I'm totally open to hear them. I'd like to know what you guys think about it. Get this off my screen, though. Alright. Is Mariah blushing a little? Hehehe. Aw, cute. Mariah will remember the what? I didn't do anything. Mariah will remember that. Okay. Well, I absolutely didn't do anything, but sure. I'm kind of here for it. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime. You know. Looking forward to it. Hey, you could hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sideways. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen Krager. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. Eek, you missed out. The sunset was, really tremendous on our way back. Aw. Hues of orange, red, and even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome. You're such an optimist, big guy. Yeah, you're cute. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You can even see snow on the tips of the mountains. See, I like this version of Anatoly if he's actually just genuinely enjoying himself and not spouting a whole bunch of BS numbers and stuff that he doesn't even know. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. He looked from person to person, trying to determine who it was. I figured that was me. It was definitely Mariah. Oh, Mariah, I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Gah, guilty. Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have at least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish hunger. When you feed it, it gets smaller. Yeah, hunger. What am I? Dust? You feed dust, and it gets smaller. Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? Correct. Yeah, I was going to guess that. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. I make you some good bread and jam. I used the old bread that's talking in the drawer. Cut that up. Crush some berries on a small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. Okay, you see that every meal has bread in it, right? Like, I'm not the only person seeing this, right? Am I the only one here? Oh, no, there's 2 other people that are watching, supposedly. I don't know. You cooked raspberry jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for. Y'all making a lot of dying talk. Anyway, whatever. Ugh, ow. Squeezing my ears. Sorry. I need to get some new ones. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah! Everybody laughs. It was such a fun, happy moment. You're not sure this could be called a meal. But it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. Okay. It's the PB and J. Yeah, except for no PB. Just the J. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is writing on your back. And it's becoming a nuisance. Like the devil on your shoulder thing. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You have a problem with mirrors, so I'm guessing it's that whole devil on your shoulder thing. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. The pain between your shoulder blades. So somebody like stabbed you in the back? You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in the cool water. You wander away from the cabin, soak your pain in the cool water. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees. You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the water. So I still have this thing on my back, and it apparently stabbed me between the shoulder blades or something like that. I don't know. But it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. There's a lot of allusions to water here. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. So somebody was latched onto me, or something was latched onto me and stabbed me in the back, is what I'm guessing. It doesn't say that something stabbed me, it just said that there was pain between my shoulder blades, but I'm guessing that something stabbed me in the back and hung on there. And when I tried to drown it, it drowned me. And it waited till I stopped struggling, and then it left me, so it drifted upward while I sank to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. We're gonna see it? But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. We're gonna see it? You wake up in a cold sweat. Nope. we seen it. I don't know what that was. What was that? Interesting. I got a Just a Dream achievement. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna save there. Hang on. Let's save. This is my canon one. Let's go with it. We didn't make any other big decisions. Let's go. Let's take a look and see if there's something that happened on the title screen. I'm curious. Those all look the same. Alright, so let's check extras. Does anything happen to Mariah? The kind heart advocates for leaving alone. Oh! This! I think this is what we saw. Whatever this is. Okay, but there's like this happy music though, so it's like... This is awesome. I'm here for it. It's awesome. Okay, anything else in here? No? And did anything change about this? No. Oh, what is this? See, there is red in every meal. Vegan borscht. Pro tip. Buy matchstick carrots. Buy pre-shredded bag of cabbage. Tomato paste optional, non-vegan, sour cream. Add onion, cabbage, potato, beets, onion, carrot, tomato. We haven't met carrot or tomato, and nothing like salt and pepper. Crusty rye bread for dipping, but now we've used bread. Okay, so each of these meals has reused progressively more of the guys that we've met. The like cabbage, onion, bread, raspberry. We haven't used raspberry. Well, we did. We used raspberry for the jam. Do we have a picture of the jam? They don't. It's just a weird thing to notice. It's just something I'm noticing. Alright. Alright, so what time is it? Okay, we got 30 minutes. Let's see how far we go. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. The disturbing is finally here. Yeah! We got a F in the chat. Okay. Wake up. Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. I was making strange... Oh, because the thing was on my back. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. I tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Strange. Okay. Except for you. You can't fall back to sleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. They've been making that analogy, sawmill and Karen. I'm not the only person seeing this, right? You find it very loud and very distracting. What am I remembering? I feel like these are like a whole bunch of memories that I'm having. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. Okay, so like I feel like my dude is going psycho. And their memories are blending together to equate all these different things happening with these different, like a sawmill with her snoring. I bet that's like legitimately a sawmill. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Anatoly sounds petrified. I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. And I had just had a dream about drowning, so it's definitely something there. Looks like the sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen. Why the hell not? Did I misread something? That's all he was going for. That's all he has going for him. He's also good at chopping wood though. Knock it off, you two. Good at chopping wood. Are you like a pyromaniac? I'm so sus at everybody. I'm sorry. My brain is so twisted. Alright, Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room. Ugh. Sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Uh, couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. You didn't read it. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply by the factor of, oh my gosh, please don't give me all of this. Mariah begins explaining meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of it down. Good job. Okay. It's similar to blah, 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 blah. What is this? This has got to be like this equals 0. I feel like that is something I need to pay attention to. Huh. Pitchfork looking sign equals 0. I don't know what that means. Where blah, 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 blah. So the first thing you need to understand, minutes of explanation feels like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently, he has it blinked. Did you fall asleep with your eyes open? You can see his eyes drying up, and a tear rolls down his cheek. Is he impressed? This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. I'm clapping. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. Okay, so he was impressed. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. Oh. I didn't understand a word of it. Gregor, I'm gonna eat your heart. Yeah. Anatoly turns to you. Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until the floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I would love to make any decisions, but I'm only making decisions on who to talk to. I believe in you. Me too. What was with that? What is that? It looks like we have enough leftover berries and some more bread and raspberry jam. She is making so many dark expressions. Like, Mariah kind of terrifies me. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs, except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak into the kitchen while everyone is still talking. You get out some crusty bread and work making more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check on the top pets. Hmm. Hello! Don't worry, as the leader of the Tompets, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. Onion! That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Ha 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 ha! Are your plans going awry? What is with bread? Bread's voice is a thing. Got another cornbread classic for you. His cousin cornbread or something like that. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. Instead of selling bread, you sell toast. I get it. Good one. Except it wasn't, so it's fine, but cute. Ha ha ha. Stop! That one's been done to death. That one's been done to death. I feel like you guys are making more than just statements. Do you know how Raspberry and Milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry, milk, shake. Raspberry, milk, shake. You let out an audible groan. I did, actually, do that, yeah. I liked that. I liked Bread's better. But I think darn it, Raspberry, you kinda got me. That was cute and stupid. So stupid. Did Cornbread teach you that one too? Nope. Wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun. Well, it was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Was it? Maybe you'll win the annual Chompet Comedian competition this year. Do I sense a rivalry? Because didn't Cabbage say that she was the world-class comedian? Raspberry! A raspberry! Not while I'm here, says Onion. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? I don't know what's going on. We still talk about that closing line, Bread. You're going to do great this year. Potato. Anyways. Cabbage. Anyway, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. I'm thinking of it. Chompets stick together through thick and thin, so am I a chompet? What am I? Rain or shine. Feast or famine. Potato. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Ooh, my gosh, Cabbage is terrifying. Life or death, says Potato. That's right. Chompets! Okay. What is going on with my mind? How crazy am I? Quite. Bro, you sounded like they look British. They two little dots in a mouth look British. I'm kind of here for it. Oh, you're British. I feel like 8-Bit Ryan is going to like. He doesn't even know me. It's fine. All right. The Chompets somehow manage to close the doors themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. This is interesting. Karen interrupts you as bringing the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. She is always looking like that with that look. Karen is right. What the hell is the matter with you? How is it my fault? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. Yes. Yes, but dude gets it. I'm ready. I got a shiv. Don't mess with me. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. This is all we have. Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? I'm, no scientist. Sorry. Yeah, no, you're not. But thank you for admitting it at least. I appreciate that. Hmm. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwaters. We can't leave with the flow waters, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. Gregor, how terrifying are you? I already thought you maybe might be an arsonist, but huh. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine. Uh-oh. Okay, with everything going on with Russia and Ukraine, I am suddenly, again, yes, very sorry. I hope that gets settled quickly. That's a lot to deal with. Alright, let's just play a game for a little bit. For a little bit. Alright, plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance. Anatoly, where are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelf are about climate change, or about climate here. You're illiterate, so that's definitely a lie. She knows you're illiterate, so it's not just in your profile, like, it's a thing that we know. I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying. Aw. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think he's smart, but I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it. What do you think? Anatoly doesn't know the weather conditions from a hole in the ground. Karen is correct. Anatoly can read. I saw him with my own eyes. No, Karen is correct. And it's been bothering me. You're funny. I keep pretending with those books, Anatoly. Brutal, Karen. I found an old picture book in the living room, Anatoly. Oh, she is rubbing it in. Let me know if you want it, small fry. Karen. Karen smiles at you. I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. I probably upset some things. I probably should have saved before I even made that decision, but I was just so. He has been annoying me ever since I read that description. I'm like, why are you spouting facts like you know them? 6 minutes later. Oh, I'm glad you called out Anatoly's bluff. You continue to impress. It's a shame Anatoly is sleeping in the same bedroom. So he's gonna kill you? I should have never let him be the one to share with me. I think he's gonna kill you. But what if it was just me and you? I think he's gonna kill you. I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in before bed. You nod. Well, we'll have to see if we can kick him out at some point, right? Oh, you'll have to tell me about that anatomization book on the bookshelf? Anatomize? Like, anatomy? Anatomization book. I guess that's just cutting up the anatomy or something. I wouldn't put it past her. She's about knives. Really cool pictures in there. Is that the picture book she saw? Karen looks like she has a crush on you. Interesting. Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson. I gotta resituate some stuff. Okay? Interesting. Karen walks away looking very happy. You're definitely sure Karen will remember that. Interesting. The relationship is stronger. Interesting. Interesting. So if I clicked on the other one, I probably would have maybe gotten Anatoly or something like that. Let me save. Let's save here. Um, Let me just see. I'm curious. Wake up, blah blah blah. Wait, hang on. I think this will probably be easier. No, this is not easier. What's going on? Alright. Oh, it doesn't go back. Oh, I didn't say. I thought it was saved earlier than that. Darn it. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on. I just want to see something, though, because I want to see. Maybe it'll clear up. Blah, 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 blah. Here's the egg. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, down and knock it off. Do this 20% on what? Sounds like you're stealing it. It's only sender. Why didn't you read it? Couldn't read it. Blah, 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 blah. The bookshelf. Blah, 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 blah. How did you arrive at blah, 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 blah. You begins to do, and do, and she talks about a whole bunch of stuff. I just want to know, because I'm curious. Lost me and all of that raspberry jam, except for you. Oh, Lord, that was a long time ago. Wow, we were much farther than I thought. Holy jazz. I did not expect that. I, for some reason, thought we were so much further than this. What are you? His voice. That Bread's voice. Mm-hmm. Life or death, top heads move out, you bring out the kind of bread, took it long enough, yay, okay. What the hell? Grip a knife. We're all mad. Anatoly. Da-da-da-da-da. Pick up shiz. He looks like stuff in Ukraine, and then Anatoly, and then you, da-da-da. I've seen him read a book. Okay, so this is what I wanted to know. So let me go to here and save that, yes. Alright, let's go back. Because I'm curious if this gets Anatoly. You must be going blind then. Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make up something like that about me. You aren't fooling anyone, Anatoly. Karen storms off. That would, I think it would make Karen an enemy of mine. Thanks for backing me up, says Gregor. My relationship with Gregor? Good to have someone positive around. Anatoly looks relieved. You think he'll remember that? I guess let's call it a day, yeah. Huh. Everyone shuffles off to their bed 10 minutes later. Hey, Karen likes to find people's weaknesses and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Oh, I kind of feel bad for giving you a hard time. See you tomorrow. Anatoly looks like he's blushing as he walks away. You're definitely sure Anatoly will remember that. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna save that in another location. That's not the canon one that we chose. But I kind of like that route. I kind of feel like I shouldn't have been such an a-hole to him. Especially if I think he's trying to kill me. But I'm gonna stick with the one that I used canonically, which is this one. That's interesting, though. That's interesting. We got an E in the chat. Is Sunny still my favorite character? Uh, are you talking about from Omori? So far, yeah. You go to bed. You go to sleep very hungry. This is interesting. This is interesting. I definitely want to see the other routes, like play through the other routes. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer can run if it's startled. Whoa, incredible. Impressive. I yawn. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No, it's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? My food wasn't rationed properly. Look, that wasn't my fault. I know you're saying it's my fault, but I had no choices. Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. I pissed him off. And deserved that. So passive aggressive of him. But still, stop pretending like you know things that you don't. It's annoying. Also, it's bad to do. Because if you spout off a whole bunch of nonsense and you pretend that it's fact and people believe you, then that could be dangerous. So don't. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room. Mariah in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. Oh, is he crying? Oh, I kind of feel bad. I want to talk with Mariah, but I feel like the BS that I put Anatoly through. Besides, it's probably not good for me to not speak with him. I don't know. I don't know how many days I have. I should probably canonically go with my. Hmm. Okay, how I've been playing this character so far has been that I like Mariah and I like crafting, and I think Anatoly ticks me off. He's being passive aggressive. So the canon character I am now, it's a toss up because I might still whatever. It's gonna be hard for me to pick a path if I don't pick a like canonic type of personality to be. So I have to like pick a personality that I'll be. But let's see if talking to Anatoly does anything. I want to check that out. You want to talk to Karen? Yeah, Karen's probably a good choice too, especially since I leveled up with Karen. Mariah. See, I'm thinking for game progression, just so that I have one of them leveled up at all, I might talk with Mariah. Just because I should probably develop that more. So that might be my canon route. Mm, I feel bad for Anatoly. Okay, let's not take forever on this. Let's not take forever on this. I wanted. Hmm. Let's go with Mariah as my canon. But I do want to talk to Anatoly and see what happens. Oh, didn't hear you coming. She doesn't seem to like me very much. She's got this weird look. I was just double checking if there was any food we might have missed. But I couldn't get the drawer open. Could you give it a try? I nod. Great. While you do that, I'm going to get some more reading done. You think Mariah will remember that? That's it? We don't talk? Nothing? Your relationship is stronger. Later. So this is just trumpets. You give the door a yank. Is the thunderstorm keeping you up at night? You just need to roll with it. Raspberry whispers so quietly, you lean over to listen to her. We need to talk soon. Please listen to me when the time comes. Anyways, please don't let the others see us. Cabbage. That's right, Raspberry. Part of being a trumpet is secrecy. Wouldn't want those humans to overhear our meeting, now would we? You shake your head. Good. Trumpets. Roll on out. You shut the door. I think we needed to do that one, if anything, just to get Raspberry to help us out, because I think that was very important. Everyone looks pretty down. Okay, let's go ahead and save. We'll save it here. That's going to be canon. But let's go ahead and load Anatoly, because I'm curious. Hey, I'm done using the bathroom. Sorry, must have been daydreaming. Anatoly looks at you oddly. Do you ever daydream? You bet. Of course, it's childish. I've only played. Holy jazz. What is that answer doing? I was just gonna go with you bet, because I do. Always. Constantly. Of course. It's a natural way to fill in gaps of boredom. Hmm. And what do you daydream about? Cooking? I nod. Hmm. Cooking what, though? Yeah, I thought so. I can tell that you have a history. Anatoly is struggling with small talk. What's the best thing you've ever cooked? A feast fit for a queen. That okay. What's going on with OBS? Oh, I'm back. Okay, good. I was afraid it was just gonna leave. Oh, you gotta go sleep? That's fine. I understand. I'm almost done here too. I'm got a little bit more. Just trying to make sure I could see. I don't know what's going on with OBS. It keeps disconnecting. I don't know why. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and load that. Converse with Anatoly. Let's see. I'm curious what would happen if, yep, you bet. Of course I daydream. What do you daydream about? Cooking? Yep. What's the best thing you've ever cooked? He really liked the vegetable stew. Really? Are you being sarcastic? That vegetable stew wasn't very good, sorry. Oh, wow. Maybe Anatoly is right. The vegetable stew is pretty bad. Anyway, I'll let you get your business here. Interesting. Okay, so now I'm really curious about that couldn't have ended more awkwardly. Maybe courting people in the bathroom is a bad idea. Yeah, maybe. Alright, just one more. Let's go see this one and then we'll go ahead and close it. I want to see what happens if you click the other choice, because now I'm curious about Anatoly's character. Yeah, you bet. He wants a feast for a queen? That's the best thing you've ever cooked. A royal feast, eh? And does he believe that? Wonder who it was for. You'll have to tell me sometime, okay? Anatoly is looking at you dreamily. He will definitely remember that. Oh, dude! This is the first time it says that something will definitely happen. It's like you think they will or whatever, but this is interesting. He will definitely remember that. But later. Huh. Huh. Okay, so I'm piecing some stuff together. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. I'm gonna save that at one of these non-canon ones, because that's very interesting. And I'm still doing the experiment to see if doing different stuff like saving it in another spot, opening that up will actually carry over to whatever the ending is. I'm not sure. Curious. But that is very interesting. Let's go back to the title screen. That's very interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Turn this down a little bit. Alright. So I'm thinking that I'm remembering a traumatically delicious experience of my life. Like I'm still really willing to bet that I was in a position where I felt like it was like kill or be killed. I was forced to kill them or they would kill me. Um and I needed to eat. So I ended up like eating somebody and then it ended up delicious and I found out that I was really good at cooking. I don't know, something like that. Oh, any weird extras? Oh no, let's just let this play. Let's see if it does something weird in the background. Um, and I think that, huh, we'll find out more. We'll find out more. There's a lot going on in this game. There's a lot going on in this game. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we're pretty late. I'm just trying to see if the new voices, do the voices come in? They don't seem to be. Okay, well, we'll find out the next time we start the stream. Alrighty. Well, thanks for joining and for you guys' input, and we'll see what new pathways we can choose next time. Catch you later. Have a great night.